Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Century Countess. In today's video, we're going to do a light base makeup. Firstly, I want to apologize if you hear some strange sound effects in the background. As always, the rustling one is my air conditioner because it is hot here and I'm not going to turn it off. There'll be times where I might turn it off, but most of the time it's on. The other noise is my phone. I forgot to keep my mobile net on, so I went out for just 15 minutes running a quick errand that required no makeup because I was out of something for this video and I needed to do a quick stop for something. Now the notifications are very relentless, so you're going to probably hear what sounds like a wolf howl, a psycho dun dun dun. If you heard that, that's what it was. I just was referring to that thing right now. So there goes again. So anyway, there it goes again. So and it's going to cut me off. I guarantee you, it's going to pee me off, and I'm going to try to mute it. So anyway, as I was saying, today's video is a light makeup base. A slight getting ready with me and a mini update. Yes, a mini update. So we're going to be using this, it's called Fit Me Matte Matte Pureless or whatever. Here it is. This is the foundation. If you heard the story about when I bought some foundation and the lady refused to let me purchase it, and she almost tried to cheat me out of the foundation that I wanted, and I had to point out that wasn't the foundation, that it was the other one, because she was so saying, this is not your color, this is not color. Yes, it is my color. If you look at my color complete makeup that I'm wearing, you would realize this is my color, not my natural color, but it is a tone of color that I wear. And I think what it is because this foundation, the lady was of an ethnic background. This foundation was in a section. Now here's the weird place. The store had photos of people and of models, basically, not people but models. And this foundation was underneath one with two models. One was an ethnic lady with albinoism, and then the other one was a very porcelain guy. Like literally, we're talking about unrealistically porcelain. So basically supermodel pale. So I think what it was, she realized what foundation I got. She immediately knew it was like for somebody. But either way, still, it's the color that I'm going for. It's the color. It's like pale, and it's like, that's why I grabbed it, because it's like, okay, if I can get that type of complexion, that pale white complexion, I'm all out for it. But anyway, that's all. You've already heard the story. I'm not going to go into details about it again. So I'm guessing you're probably wondering what happened with the tax credit paperwork. Everything's well. Fingers crossed, hopefully. Got a hold of management. And long story short, I don't have to worry about meeting with them. They said just turn the paperwork in and they'd fill their section. Just make sure that I have my income. So I did. I'm not good with math, so I had to do a Google search and do a calculation. And the way I put the thing down was the amount I get in total times 12 months, or divide by 12 months or whatever, which equals the amount that I get full year, and that's how I wrote it. So either way, she'll get her answer. It would just be an odd way. So let's hope I don't have to redo it again, or she does something crazy. And plus, when I was telling her, because I didn't know if she needed copies of my awards letter or anything, so I was saying Crystal has a copy, and then somebody that was with her in the background scoffed. So that's just an example. So somebody else was listening in, and then right before they hung up, they were saying that was Alan about their tax credit, yada yada yada. I gave out my born name. Shit. Oh well. You guys know me as Century Countess, or my Goth name, Reaper, as in Grim Reaper, not Reaper as in the Reefer, Reaper. And I keep telling people that. I keep telling, Reaper, 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 but people are like, Reefer, Reefer. So I have to say Grim Reaper, I have to say Reaper like the Grim Reaper. Because for some reason when I say Reaper, to them it sounds like I'm saying Reefer. Listen, they don't listen. People who are curious, they're not listening, they're just looking for the joke. And when they think they got the joke, they misunderstood. So if they want me to redo it, hopefully they give me time to redo it. Not the full paperwork, but just that one questionnaire, which will take a simple whiteout, which means I have to go to Dollar Tree and hope they have whiteout in stock. Because the one Dollar Tree that I go to is hardly in stock. Because they're so slow, and so I don't know how they still exist. I will be honest, I don't know how they still exist. So we got the light base on, now we're going to put the powder on. And you guys, I still have not found my puffer brush. I might have to buy another puffer. That's the same thing. I haven't found my chains. My chain necklace that I wear, I can't remember where I put it. This is why you don't double my schedule or get to the point where I'm multitasking, because seriously, it's like one inspection and then another inspection. Why couldn't you have just done all of them in one day, or gave us enough time? Because when you're short notice, you throw stuff in places you forget where you put it, and you put stuff in places they shouldn't be put. And that's why I still have a saltwater pearl necklace that's in limbo somewhere in my closet. I feel bad because that was a gift from a friend and I've been wanting to wear it, but I cannot find it, and I know it's in that closet somewhere. If memory serves me right, that was the last place where I put it. I put it in a box. Forget which box it was. And I can't find it, so I can't use it for my projects. This is why you need a mirror and you don't look at the camera as your mirror. It looks good on camera, but in actuality, this is why you need to look in a mirror. Otherwise, part sections won't look good. Alright. Now I'm just going to run it with my fingers to smooth it out, because that's what I normally used to do when I didn't have a brush, a full good brush. Alright. That will do. I'm going to pause in a moment to wash my hand. Well, actually, no, we don't have to wash our hands. Now, where did I put the base? Okay, so we're about to put the base, because I need to go on my walk. I did not go on my walk this weekend, you guys. I did a little bit of walking, but not much. I've been trying to do it every day, and I haven't been able to do it every day because of all this shit. I hope this past week was all the shit that we're getting. Because literally, I have a schedule, you guys. And if that schedule is altered in any way, I get frazzled. I get frantic. I get paranoid. I go crazy. But I will say this, I think somebody's about to lose their job, because I got an update of why the packets were not up. There's this young person working the front desk, won't say their name, won't say their gender. Let's just say I wasn't the only one who did not get their packet on Friday, because this person was obsessed that it's Friday, it's their last day, it's their they're basically their last day of the week of their work. And not only did people not get their packet, somebody didn't get their food bag. And this is a handicapped person who has scheduled their packet to be hand delivered to them at their door. This person did not deliver it. They said that, from what I overheard, they were promised that it would be. This person was promised they would hand deliver it to the tenant. They never did. It was allowed to thaw out, ferment over the weekend, and now this person lost their bag of food. So that's not right, and I think this person's going to either be retrained or lose their job. And in all honesty, I think they need to lose their job, because there's a lot of people here who have worked here that have been trained 2 weeks for 2 weeks or a full month, and they still negligent. However, there is a couple today. The person that's running the disc today, very decent person, by the book, which is why I always make sure when I have to turn stuff into the front desk, I watch them to see if they put that thing in the box, because if they're on their phone or playing on their computer, the moment they set it down on the desk, I know it's not going to be delivered. It's going to be left out, accidentally trashed, and I'm going to be the one getting in trouble for it. Not cool. So if I see it happen, I'm going to I always have to say, can you please put it in the box where I know, I let them know, look, I'm paranoid. Can you please, for one moment, put it in the box? The person running the disc today is very decent. They actually came in during a check-in, a monthly check-in that I was doing, and understandable the reason why they did it, but still, it's like, so I'm trying to do my check-in and be all up to date. But anyway, that's how I found out. It's like, wow, you're sharing this information with a tenant in the room. So that's how I know this info. But either way, they're getting chewed out for Friday's front desk person, and I feel bad for him. Alright, we got our base fixed. Now I'm going to wash my hands, and we'll do the next step. So before we get started on our eye makeup, lips, etc., I thought I'd show you our latest project. I'm sure you guys remember this. This is what we did in the Queen Amidala patch video. This is what it looks like. And then here are the other patches that I did off camera. This is her little collar piece. This goes in the front, like right around there. These are the half pieces. I have others that I've finished that are drying, and they're the same as this large one. They're just the little half ones that go next to it, like that or like that. I'll have to look at the reference pictures to see how they go. And then I have all that's left are 1, 2, 3, 4 patches left. The fifth one is half done, and the other patches that are already done. I just need to finish the second large one and then work on the remaining large ones. And here are my assistants. Tulip Metallics fabric glue. well, fabric paints. Hopefully this will be enough to finish them. That way I don't end up buying more, because there's 2 extra colors that are in the box set, and it will just be things packing up. You know what I mean? So anyway, let me clean up my area. This is done. This is done. This is done. That's done. Now, how are we going to do our eyes today? Let's crack open our palette. Let's see. Let's tap into the Goth palette. The old one, of course, because like I said, we're trying to use as much as it. We don't want to be wasteful and just toss it out when we have a good set of other colors we can use still. So I think we're going to tap into this gray and just do a gray thing for now. Let's see. I'm following my brow line. I'm going to do the other side real quick just to get that done and measured, so maybe I can, because lately sometimes my makeup, it looks good, but I've noticed that it's been slightly crooked, so I feel like if I just do this method early now, because you've seen my videos, I focus on one eye set first, then I do the other one, and then so I'm thinking if I just do preset the layout of how I want this to turn out. Let's see. And I'm following the camera again. I do it just so you guys can see a perfect angle, because this always gets in the way, and I always apologize for that. And see, alright, that is slightly off. So let's just, alright, boom, boom. A little bit of the powder. Alright, so we got them even as best as possible. Let's bring it out. So today is a very simple day. I haven't decided yet. I think I'm going to wait before I do the Freaka debut. And the reason why is I don't know if I'm going to get any more stuff put on my door, and I want you guys to have a fun experience when I do the Freaka character debut, because I don't want to do it while I'm under stress or paranoid, because you'll see it. You will literally see. You'll see it. You'll see it in my performance. You'll see it. And I will say this, though, I really hope a couple of residents that I consider my friends that live here, I hope they carry out with what they plan. And their plan is to report stuff. And I really hope they do it, because seriously, I mean, after today, when I was trying to talk to management and I heard that person scoff in the background, I already know who it was that was in the background that was scoffing. It's like, look, I was just asking a simple question. I was just saying, if you need a copy, so has a copy. That way I don't have to make a special trip to a Pacific office, wait for 3 hours to be seen just to get a copy, because I don't have a printer, and I don't like going to the library publicly to print out a certain statement, because you never know who's watching. And whenever I have to do that, I go with somebody that I trust, that's not going to do anything, that will, keep their eye out, not, make sure, just basically watch my back, because you have valuable in private information up in a public area. So it's like I prefer to have somebody with me, or get a computer that's near the copy area so I can keep an eye on it. So if I see somebody kind of like lingering towards my thing, I could be like, what the hell are you doing? Let's crack into what we have left of this black. Tap it a bit and then, alright. But seriously, I would love it if something karma came for the building, and those people that scoffed aren't scoffing or snickering or being smug, because they're the ones that are in hot water. I just, like, literally, that's the type of attitude you don't need in a building. Seriously, you scoffed without even knowing the situation. It's like, literally, all was just said, but luckily they don't need that info. But still, it's like you were jumping to assumptions. That person that was in the background while I was talking to management, they were jumping to assumptions. And I hate that. Meanwhile, they accuse you of jumping to assumptions when you ask them a simple question. And then they wonder why you don't feel bad for them when they're going under a crisis. We're not supposed to feel bad for you, in all honesty. It's like, your life is not our business. And you already assumed that our lives are your business. Shit. Anyway, still haven't heard from the new housing. I'm still doing the monthly phone check-ins. I haven't said anything to management yet because, like I said, I don't want to say anything until I know for sure. Till I get the call or the email or the letter saying, we want you in for an interview. Then I will say something and begin preparations for the move. I've been downsizing very slowly, you guys, and I need to set some time to finish downsizing some more. There are things underneath my bed. I have bed drawers, by the way, not for too much longer because the bed thing is a Frankenstein bed. It used to be fit for a twin, but we put some planks on it to make it fit a queen, because for many reasons, of course. It's not that good, it's not that level, so my plan is to get a actual bed that holds up a king or queen bed. Alright, let's drag this out a bit. Oh. Assholism. That's what it is. It's assholism. Assholism finally is slowly taking over the world. Shit. If it isn't assholes, it's people with power trips. People who have never had a taste of power, they're finally getting a taste and they just don't know how to manage it. It's sad. It's sad. Because it's not them who's going to suffer in the beginning. They'll regret it at the end. Hopefully. But the damage, what they've done, is left. See, that is out. Let's try this one. And we've already made mistakes. Can we fix it? Maybe we can. Let's see. It means having to turn this a bit. That's fine. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That is fine. Now, at the peaks, there we go. At the peaks have been added. And I'm talking like a lunatic again. This is literally what a live stream would be like if I were to do a makeup live stream, you guys. I'm talking to myself. This is why I haven't done one yet. I've been thinking about doing one, but I haven't just yet. Alright, we got the eyeliner. The lower eyeliner at least. Let's do upper liner. Oh, this one's really goodly pigmented. I was not expecting that. I thought all my liquids were already dry and shitty. Shit. Okay. And again, you guys, I apologize if you can't see. Right. And this one can go into limbo. There goes my coffee maker telling me I need to either push the button again to keep it hot or let it cool down. Okay. Now where is that? Oh, there it is. That's button. Let's blend that out. Yes. Eye makeup down. Now that's all that's left is lips. Oh god, you guys, we're probably going to get done in about 31 to 32 minutes or 28 minutes in. Definitely need more black lipstick. Alright, I'm going to pause this video real quick to put on my outfit for today, fix my hair, and I will show you the final look. And we're back, and guess what? I found my chains! Yes! I thought, and then, oh shoot, it's already tangling up. One sec, you guys. So I got it untangled. I decided I'm going to wear this. I haven't worn this a while, my little weird cross satanic thing. Now here's what happened. So, a quick story. I've had this for years. I mended it. I repaired it. I found it in a... It's already fallen to pieces. Or already fallen apart now. I found it in a little bag. And I told myself, if I could find my chains, I will finally get rid of this. and that would be one item I downsized. At least one new item I downsized. Sure enough, I found the chains in the same bag. So this is garbage, and besides, it's unrepairable anyway because the chain is trash. Literally, you guys, the chain is trash. And just to make sure I don't have second thoughts, look at that. Look how cheap that is. There. See, look. It's done. It's done. It's already falling apart. It's done. Obviously, it's old as shit. It's falling apart. I'm getting some rage out. So now I can't repair it. There's no way I can fix the chain anyway. The pendant is already bent and broken, and I made it worse. So, yeah. So this is our look today. I decided to go with this blank shirt, this bare shirt, so the chains can show. Fingers crossed my shining carrier bag that I also wear does not get tangled up in these chains. I love this pendant crossfade, and I just hope it doesn't get tangled up or choke me or anything. So we're already 31 minutes in, so I'm going to end the video now. I hope you enjoyed this look. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell, leave me comments. I enjoy reading them. Stay tuned for more videos. Freaka's video is coming, I promise you guys. I just want to make sure that there's no surprises. If today there's no surprises, I will either do the video tomorrow, later tonight, or sometime this week. I promise you guys. Fingers crossed. Promise. So, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.